You made such a bold entrance into a little drama.
Did I overcomplicate the plot?
Who doesn't appreciate the occasional twist, Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
Hey guys, Kylie here, coming to you from Sydney's State Theatre for the Australian premiere of Skyfall. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the Bond films, and Daniel Craig is back as Bond in what's been hailed the greatest Bond film ever made. So let's go chat to the stars. Daniel Craig, your third time playing James Bond. Was it as enjoyable as the first two?
Yeah, of course it was. I mean, it's always a kind of just a big... I get a huge kick out of doing these films. There's something very special. So, and when you're surrounded by the talent we had on this film, it's just, you know, it's a joy to go to work.
Naomie Harris, 50th anniversary of the Bond films this year. Was there a huge sense of expectation on set for the film?
Do you know what? There wasn't as such. I didn't feel the pressure. I think the producers, I think the writers, the directors, but for us it was enough pressure just being part of a Bond movie. We didn't even think of it about the 50th, but it's not until now that everybody's talking about it. It's like, wow, I'm so glad that it's lived up to everybody's expectations.
I only have one question. Why not stay dead? There's no shame in saying you've lost a step.
Barbara Broccoli, 50 years of production is quite unique in filmmaking. What's the key to longevity with 007?
Well, I think, you know, it certainly is the character of James Bond, as Ian Fleming created him, first in the books in the 50s, and then with my father and his partner Harry Saltzman with the film series. I think it's also been the actors. You know, we've had 6 actors who've taken on the role, and with each one of them, they reinterpreted them for the time. And certainly Daniel Craig has been incredibly successful in bringing Bond into the 21st century.
You're the favourite Bond for so many people. They love how you've made the character so human. Was that always your plan with the part?
I just don't know how else to do it. If there's another way, maybe I should do it that way, but it just seemed to me the right thing to do.
He's so subtle and brilliant as an actor. You know, you get to see all his inner life in his eyes, and this is, I absolutely love that. And then he's very sexy and very powerful, you know, and very gifted as an actor.
I grew up in the 80s with Roger Moore, who I thought was really it was very naughty, very cheeky. I think they all put their own spin on it, and they all make it their own, yet they still kind of stick to that Bond, what our expectations are of Bond.
It has to do with death.
A subject in which you're well versed.
I know you pushed very hard for him to have the role in the first place. Why do you think he's struck such a chord with audiences?
I think he's a magnificent actor, obviously, but I think he's brought a lot of humanity to the role. I think he's opened up Bond's inner life, and he's allowed us to get a sense of how he feels about things, which, you know, a lot of that was written in the books, but it's an internal dialogue. But he's such a great actor that he can manage to portray what's going on, the conflicts inside him, you know, just with his eyes. You know, he's got those magnificent blue eyes.
So, Mr. Bond, shall we discuss your next performance over that drink?
The 2 Bond girls, they're absolutely gorgeous. They speak very highly of you. How do you rate them as Bond girls?
Very highly of them as well. Yeah, they're pretty good.
What's the best part about being a Bond girl?
Wow, I don't know, the glamour. You know, it's nice to be glamorous sometimes and wear lovely dresses and turn up at glamorous events, so yeah.
When I was on the set, I could feel like I was in a huge, big playground, having to act with beautiful other children, Daniel, Javier, you know, Sam, and that was truly amazing.
Sam Mendes, the director, it's a bit of a different film for him to work on. How do you rate him as a director of a Bond movie?
Wow, just brilliant. He managed to pay an homage to all the key ingredients that everybody wants to see in a Bond movie. And at the same time, he reinvented, like, for instance, some stunts, action are very funny, you know, at the same time. And he managed to gather a lot of, the cast and crew, everybody working on the light, on the building the sets were so amazing. And yes, he did a brilliant, unique movie.
You have a lot of kick-ass sort of scenes and stunts to do. Would you ever consider perhaps being a secret agent in real life?
Oh gosh, no. No, I think, Eve really helped me to discover the adventurous side of myself, but normally I'm the person who runs away from action and not into it. She's very much one of these people who's kind of fearless, so I really admire the character.
Oh my God! Excuse me, do you know how much this is? Sorry. How are you, darling? So did I just completely ruin your interview?
No, not at all, Carrie-Anne.
I'll be going now.
You wear Bond so well. How much effort goes into the wardrobe preparation for the role?
Well, thankfully it's just a good suit.
Megan, surely it's time that a beautiful, statuesque, brunette, Australian girl was a Bond girl, don't you think?
Oh, look. Do you want me to have a word? Is that what you're saying?
I think tonight's probably the night.
Word. Do you know what? I was just saying before, I'm very handy with a gun. It's so iconic. I think there are certain iconic franchises around the world, and that's just one of those ones where you just jump on board no matter what.
I do hope that wasn't for me.
No, but that is.
Javier, he's a terrifying villain. What was it like sharing the screen with him?
That was fantastic. I really love his work as an actor. He's very versatile, and just to have this ability to interact with him, that was truly amazing.
How important were Ian Fleming's books for your preparation for Skyfall?
Oh, they always are. We always go back to them. We always kind of root through them and find out what's going on. It's always you find stories, lines, and you find just keys to the character. And he was very dark in the books. Fleming tried to kill him off a couple of times, so that's what we try to do in this movie.
Take the shot. I say take the shot. I can't. I mean it, Bond. Take the bloody shot.
There's a lot of buzz about an Oscar, multiple nominations for you guys. What would that mean to you and the Skyfall team?
Well, we haven't even thought along those lines because we're just so happy that the film is receiving all the accolades from the fans. We make the movies for the fans, and they've come out and they've really appreciated this film, and that's the most important to us. And anything beyond that is just, gravy.
Not bad, James, for a physical wreck. You caught me. Now, here's your prize.
Well, guys, that's it for me from the Australian premiere of Skyfall. Believe all the hype. It's definitely my favourite Bond film, and I'm sure you'll love it too. Make sure you check it out.
How much do you know about fear?
All there is.
Not like this. Not like him.